Hey everybody, it's Lord Magicus. We're gonna play more Merfolk in Modern. Yeah, basically the list is gonna be the same as before, the exception that we're gonna put 2 Master Waves in the sideboard. Um, we just kind of need more help versus like Mono Red Prowess and Burn, so Master Waves hopefully is gonna do something versus that. There have been a few people who have had success doing that, so let's just try it. Other than that, we're not really making any changes, so let's go play Modern. You would think that during the quarantine that my desire to play Magic would, that I'd want to do it more, but honestly, like, this game is exhausting, and playing the, like, 2 leagues a week that I play is already, like, kind of pushing my limit as to how much of this I can tolerate. There are just days where it's just, so taxing that you just don't want to keep doing it all the time, so I don't know how people, like, grind this every day, all day, for, like, the whole week. Alright, let's go. We are on the play, and we are playing against Justo D'Angelo. Okay, neat. I guess this hand is okay. It's not really great, though. Alright, pass. This is Infect. Oh, fuck. Well, in that case, like, our hand is definitely shaping up against Infect, actually, because Trickster's Force and Dismember is exactly what we want to see versus this deck, so... Yeah, I'm going to play Trickster because I need to get something on the board here. And I guess we're going to go with Mistbinder. We're not going to have a better turn to play this in the future, so... They try to, like, animate Dismember, or animate Inkmoth Nexus. Getting the breeding pool against Merfolk is extremely risky. So we have 2 pieces of interaction up against them. We have a Force, and we have Dismember. Okay. I'm not going to block it. I don't really want to fight over 1 Infect. I think we probably just play the Lord here, right? So I don't feel like I'm in danger of dying yet. They're going to die next turn, so they have to go for it, and I'm just banking on Dismember and Force being enough to, like, keep them from killing us. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. So I think if we just dismember it right now, we win. You're gonna Veil of Summer? No. That should be enough. Okay, well, we stole game 1 against Infect. That's kind of fortunate. Okay. So I guess we probably want... Yeah, we want Force, Chalice. This is the one match where like cutting Chalice for Master Waves is actually going to hurt us. All of the interactive cards are great. Silvergill Adept is actually really bad. I think bring in another Spreading Seas. That seems fine. Seas is pretty good. Like, it's a removal spell for Ink Moth, and it also it deals with stuff like Pendlehaven if they have it. Other than that, I think we're going to keep everything else the same. Four Seas might be a little much. I think 3 is okay. So I don't really want to cut anything else. I'm going to play, this is risky as hell, but we have 2 pieces of interaction against them, and I think we have to just keep it and hope for the best. Okay. So it looks like they're on a Glistener Elf start. Yeah. No, 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 no! No! Oh my god! Oh my god. Oh my god. Discard Lord of Atlantis because I just, like, fucking F2'd through my entire turn. Like, this is pointless now. I just essentially, like, you know, gave him game 2 for no reason at all. This is how my life is right now. Stuck in quarantine, just, like, dying slowly. Except now we're going to be dying quickly. Yeah, it's going to happen. I guess we have to hope our opponent, like, gets greedy doing something. Yep. They're going to give that +1, +2 until end of turn. Okay. Interesting. So I could try to kill the Inkmoth Nexus now, but I think it's better off trying to kill the Glistener Elf. And I will use the Force to try to stop them from saving that. Okay. Oh, that's fantastic. Alright, here is the conundrum. We could try to Spreading Seas this right now, but if they have Veil of Summer, we can't do any, like, that is a significant risk. The upside is so good, though. If we take Inkmoth Nexus offline, like, that's great. Whereas in their turn, we could use Trickster to fight over it, and if they try to Veil of Summer, we have Force in their part. They have more lines, I think, then, because then they'll have at least 2 mana up. I think I'm willing to take the Seas line here. If they have Veil of Summer, they have Veil of Summer. Alright, Mystical Dispute, that's fine. Yep. Okay. So they don't have scale up or anything. I think I'm going to let it attack, and I'll try to use force to protect myself. Man, if we had not skipped turn 1, I think we would be in much better shape here. We can safely attack with both of them, I think. Because now we have the option to force, and then have Trickster, and then still block with Mutavault. 4 cards left in hand. Okay. I don't think I want to do anything just yet. I think the play here is probably. So do we have lethal if this works out? Maybe. It's not hitting us for lethal yet. I'm just hoping they don't have 2 more pieces of interaction. They already played 1 Mystical Dispute. They could have another one up. Alright, I'm not going to play around another dispute. Okay, that's good. So we get hit for 3 damage and they die. There was some risk to that, but I think it was necessary. Alright, they're dead. We beat Infect by skipping a turn. That is incredible. That is like the very definition of pulling a homer. To succeed despite idiocy. Wow. I'm sure that they don't feel good about that one. They're like, how can somebody so incompetent as to miss the most important turn of the game still end up winning the match? In 2 games, no less. We didn't even get punished for losing. Yeah, we didn't even lose that game. That was ridiculous. Alright, well, I still don't know how to feel about that. Like, we won, but it doesn't feel like a convincing victory. Like, I don't know, that just skipping through that turn was just such a ridiculous mistake. Alright, well, whatever, we have more things to focus on. Let's go. We're on the draw versus Ian Hoff, and this hand is absolute dog shit. The mulligan, we have to mulligan. This hand is absolute dog shit. We have to mulligan. Like, we can't keep this. This is not much better, but I guess we're keeping it. Misty Rainforest, and I guess Breeding Pool can go in the bottom. Yeah, our hands are so bad. Oh, and we're up against Tron, so like, there's no way that this is gonna do anything useful against this deck. Why did I play the island and not the fucking Breeding Pool? I'm just so demoralized by looking at this hand versus Tron that I just don't feel like it's gonna do anything. They're gonna have natural Tron again, aren't they? This could be Eldrazi Tron still. Play the Waterlogged Grove. Make it look like we actually had a plan the whole time. Mindstone leads me to believe this is more likely Eldrazi Tron. I have to dismember it. Well, they're definitely taking a Trickster. Our hand is so incredibly bad against them. They took Force of Negation. That means probably Karn the Great Creator is coming. Either that, or maybe they have, like, All Is Dust. Yeah, thought you were Neobrand. Yeah, on a mold of 5 against this, like, this is terrible. I hate this card so much, almost as much as I hate Teferi. Like, stuff like Ratchet Bomb and Engineered Explosives are bad enough already, but now you make it uncounterable on a land in a format where ramp decks are the most powerful. Okay, well, at least we're not going to get smashed by this thing. I don't really want to do that. I think we just need to kind of press our luck. Only has 2 cards left, so we're just going to tap this thing down again. Oh, you have another one. Oh, fuck me. Wow. So good at Magic the Gathering. My little mold of 5 is not going to defeat 2 Reality Smashers. That's brave. I guess it doesn't... Yeah, he doesn't see any reason not to. Let's see, I can attack for 6. Is there any way I can come back from there? The problem is, like, if I attack for 6, then I'm definitely going to 6 life. And then I can't attack with the Mutavault the turn after, so I don't think that's an option. Yeah, I think we're dead no matter what we do. Like, triple blocking this doesn't seem like it's going to be very good. We're going to have to lose a life for this anyway. Well, I don't think we have any other choice. I think we're doomed. Can block one and bounce the other one. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's right, they have Ghost Quarter, so... There is nothing we can do about that. Eldrazi Tron is definitely one of the decks that we struggle against the most. Like there are cards that we can have that will hurt them a little bit, but it's worse for us than regular Tron because they actually have like these ridiculous aggro creatures in their deck. Yeah, sometimes they randomly just have Tron and kill you, so Silvergill Adept, you are not what I want to see right now. Aether Vial will cut one of these. Unlike Tron, Dismember actually is somewhat useful against them. I think at least some number of forces are important too. I don't know if Ashiok is as important. Like it's close. This isn't like regular Tron where like Damping Sphere and Ashiok together just like win the game because they can still just cast creatures, so maybe we don't want Damping Sphere and Ashiok for this. Maybe just counter spells are better. It might be the case actually. Like sometimes, like yeah, you know what? That might be true. Like I'm fine with no. Come back here. I'm fine with forcing an expedition map. Whereas against Tron, I would rather hold up, try to wait for one of those. Because, but the thing is, like they have, Tron doesn't have any way to remove this card really. This deck can just like kill it with Thought Knot Seer or Matter Reshaper or Reality Smasher, so this isn't going to do very much against them. And they don't even need to search their deck sometimes. Like putting them on, okay, you're casting a 4-drop for 4 mana, it doesn't really do much because their 4-drop is already good, so it doesn't, yeah, like those cards don't work the same way against this deck as they do against regular Tron, so I don't think that I want to bring them in here. This is not a good hand. Oh my god, we are fucked. We are so ridiculously screwed, like 2 moles to 5. We can't keep this either, like our hands have been trash. Just utter dog shit. I mulled to 6. We have to go to 5. Like, and I guess we're keeping this. I think we're putting Force of Negation on the bottom. We're gonna hope that Collector Oath. You know what? I'm gonna put 1 Force, and I think I'm gonna put 1 Island in the bottom. And the reason for that is I may need to use Force to protect Collector Oath because it is very possible that Collector Oath is the only thing that might keep us in this game. And if they try to dismember it or something, we need the possibility to be able to counter it. It could have been correct to keep the island instead of the Mutavault, but I want to keep the aggressive things against them. So if they like Spatial Contortion, yeah, this is exactly why we're doing this. We're not casting that anytime soon. You know, this is exactly kind of why I wanted to keep it like this. So we're just hoping that, you know, they need to have, like, Mind Stone or something in order to get going, or, like, Expedition Map. We have 3 Tron lands. Matter Reshaper is not good for us. We can actually bounce it, though. I don't know if I really want to. I think I just need to keep Brazen Borrower right now, but no, they just had land, so it's fine. Like they're not in any real danger. I guess we're just petty thefting this thing back. So we don't have anything else. So they don't have like Thought Knot Seer in hand? Is that what I'm hearing? Our hand is really bad, for sure. They might have, I don't know, if they had Walking Ballista, they would have played it though. Because that can kill the Collector Oof. Like, maybe they have another removal spell. Yeah, they do. Okay. They killed their own creature to counter the Petty Theft. That's surprising. Okay, well... we don't really have anything else going for us right now. We can't force anything, so we can just pass. This is terrible. Karn the Great Creator, sure. I don't know what Karn's going to find now that's going to make a difference. Maybe Pithing Needle? I don't think wishing for wishing for something ensures that Karn dies, but maybe they're just going to get, like, Ensnaring Bridge. Batterskull? Ooh, that's terrible. Definitely not something I'm interested in. I guess I can kill Karn if I want. And I might need this Merfolk Trickster to keep Batterskull from killing me. Ugin the Ineffable. Alright, well... I think we have to kill that thing now. We're doing surprisingly well for 5 cards, but just probably not well enough. So we can kill Ugin. Potentially play something else. I guess I'm not really in need to attack with Mutavault this turn, so... it's not terrible. If we can find another Brazen Borrower, then maybe we can defeat the Batterskull. They're also just, they threaten to cast like all this dust and kill us, so... okay. So we're getting close to the point where maybe if we draw well, then we can like defeat this. Alright, well, unfortunately it means I probably need to trade some of these creatures with this Germ token. That's a problem. Yeah, there's a lot of bad things that can happen. Probably Walking Ballista would be a good card to get here. I mean, there's tons of things, like even Phyrexian Revoker. That's an interesting choice. What are you gonna name? Aether Vial? That's the only thing you can name. Okay. Didn't attack. That's probably the right thing to do, actually, because they don't want to lose their germ just yet. Drawing the lands isn't useful right now. I can't attack, like... Karn can just, you know, continue to generate advantage for them. Oh, Blast Zone, like, we're fucked. And, yeah, there we go. We had 2 terrible mulligans against Eldrazi Tron, so... There's no way we can beat this. It was absolutely nut-stomped. That was inevitably going to happen, so... I considered that to be, like, a bad matchup. Like, sometimes, you know, they just have really clunky hands and you can punish them for it, but I think in general, like, they have pretty good tools against us. Stuff like Blast Zone, yeah, Karn getting Ensnaring Bridge, like, their like, average aggro curve is fine. We're not playing stuff like Ceremonious Rejection in our sideboard for this deck right now, so that just sucks. And Ballista, I hate Ballista too. Alright, well, we're on the play, and this is Daniel's Tall One, okay. That sounds fine, I guess we'll keep it. Let's hope that we're up against Neobrand. Alright, Breeding Pool, pay 2 life, play Cometa Speaker. What are we up against? Stomping Ground's usually not good. You know what? No, I take it back. This actually is fine. So, we can actually... I might want to save this Brazen Borrower, though. Let's get a basic island out. I think I want to play Master of the Pearl Trident. If they play Blood Moon, I don't think I'm doing anything about Blood Moon. The question is, do I play the Mistbinder or do I play the Master? Because if I have to pitch a card to force, I'd rather pitch Mistbinder, but I also don't want to expose Master to Lightning Bolt. There is the option to just play Aether Vial this turn, but I think I really want to put my foot in the gas here. You know, it might be correct to just say play Mistbinder, and then if they play Blood Moon, that's fine. Like, most of the 3-drops they play, I'm not really that worried about. I'm going to do this. So I doubt that... I mean, there was also the option to Brazen Borrower and bounce the Arbor Elf. That would probably set them back by a turn, but I'm not worried about it just yet. So if they go for, like, Utopia Sprawl Chandra, we're definitely going to force that. Okay. But I'm not that bothered by Blood Moon here. Oh! Do I care about this? I don't think so. If that's all they have, that's probably fine. Yeesh. If we draw a land, we can play the Vial, which will be helpful. So they just played 2 removal spells, so I guess that's fine. Borrower means that's probably getting pitched to force. I want them to play a Planeswalker so I can use this force. When they play non-creature spells, that's usually when we do better. When they play creatures, like, then it gets a little bit rougher. It looks like they might be doing that. Yeah. Okay, Grove is fine. Gets us our Aether Vial out and lets us play our Lord here. We still have 3 cards. It could be bad stuff, but... So, yeah, if they're just playing Bone Crusher, that's probably okay. Do they have Lightning Bolt? Fuck. Yeah, I guess they had double Bolt plus Bone Crusher. Which means I might just be playing this Brazen Borrower for 3 mana. Oh my god. I didn't tick up the fucking Aether Vial, and now I can't play the Kamena Speaker because I'm an idiot. Okay, just calm down. I'm just not on it today. I don't feel the spirit of magic in me. Yeah. I'm just hoping that Brazen Borrower can win in the air. If they're untapping that, that's probably not good news. Which means... definitely want to do this now. So now if we draw a 2-drop, we can't even play it. Unless it's Silvergill Adept. Silvergill Adept makes me look like a genius. But anything less than that, then I'm going to look like a moron. Okay, you know what? That's still fine. I look like a genius. We have 2 cards left. If they're not good, then we might be able to get there. Okay, this can't possibly be good for us. This has to be like Glorybringer. Yeah, we're dead to that. I mean, there is no way that we can beat that card. They are going to attack us for 10, and then we're not going to be able to dismember anything. Alright, Master Waves, you're actually pretty good here. Spreading Seas, you're pretty good here, and Force of Negation, you're pretty good here. Cards that are not pretty good here, Kamena Speaker. And probably a Merfolk Mistbinder. We really just want basic islands as much as possible. And everything else I think stays the same, so... we just don't want green cards for the most part. We had a reasonable hand, I think. It just didn't work out. They had a lot of removal, like way more than I think normally they do. So they ended up with Bone Crusher, Glorybringer, and 2 Lightning Bolts, plus like the Planeswalker threat. So that seems like that had to be pretty good for them. Whereas our hand was, I think, a lot more clunky than that. Alright, come on, let's go. This might be a match where Master of Waves is going to make us look smart. I mean, I guess. Hope that they go for Utopia Sprawl. Then we can Spreading Seas it. But we are very much in danger to something like Magus of the Moon. I mulled to 6, so no. Please play Utopia Sprawl and not Arbor Elf. It's not the one I was hoping for. I think I'm going to lead with Silvergill Adept just because we need to draw more basic islands. That's not helping. Because they cast Magus of the Moon this turn, or even regular Blood Moon, we're dead. There's a very decent chance that's going to happen. Okay, you know what? That could be worse, actually. We're going to have 4 mana this turn. I guess we just need to start playing Lords. And pray that we can dodge one more turn so we can play Master of Waves. Because I think if we can play Master of Waves, our chances of winning are going to go up by a lot. And honestly, we could, if we draw Basic Island, we guaranteed can play it. Yeah. You know what? Maybe I should have Spreading Seas this Stomping Ground. I guess it didn't really matter, though, because they have this to get the red mana, so... Yeah, they had another one, too, so I guess not worth worrying about, but this could be, like, Glorybringer territory at this point. Yeah, it's gonna be. We are in trouble. They're gonna kill off Lord of Atlantis with this thing. We don't have Dismember for it, or even Trickster. That's not helpful. I think our only realistic chance here is to draw Basic Island at this point, so we have to just try to double spell. That's not bad. That definitely helps. We can dismember this stupid Glorybringer now. This Clothis is going to hurt us a lot, though. I mean, we're going to be taking a fair amount of damage. So we have to win pretty fast. So I think... Yeah, I don't know how we're going to do this. Like, we're taking 5 damage off this Dismember, and then we're guaranteed to take, like, another 2. So we're taking 7 damage with this freaking Dismember. But it's necessary, otherwise we're not going to be able... No, we're actually going to take, like, 9 damage because of this stupid Glorybringer. We have to do it, though. This thing has to die. And I need to be able to play, like, 2 Lords next turn. Alright, well, we're dead. I couldn't play around that. This thing has us on a clock. It's dealing us 2 damage every turn. Yeah, they're just going to trade off creatures, and now there's, like, no hope that we can come back from this. No. there is no point. We're going to 6. We have 3 turns. It's not possible for us to kill them in 3 turns. Even if we bounce it, it's not going to do anything. No, we are dead. We didn't draw a land when we needed to, so we couldn't play 2 spells a turn, so that sucks. We went 0-2 against that match. Wow, I am just not enjoying Magic at the moment. That deck definitely has gotten a lot harder for us. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. That card seems pretty good in their deck is just a lot harder now than it used to be because they're not playing like stupid spells like Stone Rain in it. They're actually playing like value creatures for the most part. And I mean, it's yet again another ramp deck that's just like kind of, you know, working its way to the top of Modern because ramp decks are just, that's what Modern is basically known for at this point. Like Tron, Eldrazi Tron, Amulet, and now like this one. Artur Rizzotti? Alright, cool. I would love to be on the play. I would love to be on the play with actual lands in my hands. This is terrible. Like, I put an Aether Vial on the bottom. At least they mulled a 6, but this hand is disgustingly terrible. I mean, I guess it could be worse, but these are the kind of like one land Aether Vial hands. Oh, we're up against fucking Eldrazi Tron again? No, we're not beating them with this. It doesn't seem reasonable at all. Oh, good. Thought-Knot Seer. Turn to a Thought-Knot Seer. Sure, you just take my Dismember. Well, I mean, if we would have not played the Lord, they would have just taken the Lord, so it's probably better that we played the Lord. Against this deck, you just want to play the Lords as fast as you can. That is terrible. Is there any value in keeping this Vial in hand? I think there actually is, because if they end up going for, like, Reality Smasher and we need to dismember it for some reason, we might need to keep a card in hand for it. It also threatens to put another Lord in play and make these Commander Speakers trade with that Thought-Knot, but no, that's fine. It's another card we can't... Like, at least they can't really attack well into this. They would only kill off one Commander Speaker. That helps a little bit. So let's see, what do we need? I think if we just hit Eldrazi Temple, that's what we want to be doing. So we can currently maybe kill them faster if we draw like another Lord. We'll see, if we attack them for 6, they can attack back for 7, and then we can attack them for 8. Potentially more. I think that this is a race that we want to try to win right now. Especially if we can draw another Lord, that will make this so much easier. Now they have Dismember. Alright, fuck. We lose. Yeah, our mulligan was not good against, like, this ridiculous hand. This is my life now. Like, we can't beat that. There's nothing we can do about that, so... If we don't attack, like, it's still just terrible for us. They have Dismember anyway, so... I don't know, I guess Spreading Seas and Force, and Collector Oof, like, those are the cards that we want, and Silvergill Adept is not very good here. I guess we take out one Aether Vial. Alright, let's... Oh, God, I fucking hate this. At least you get to experience this with me. Not every day is your day. And you know what? Sometimes not every month is your month. Are you shitting me? Alright, this is actually fine. I'm gonna put Mutavault in the bottom. I guess pay 2 life, play Aether Vial. Okay. Expedition map, yeah. Doing it like this gives us the possibility of surprise island walk if we draw Spreading Seas, but knowing our luck, there's like a 0% chance that we're drawing Spreading Seas, so... Okay, we're gonna get our opponent really, really hard right now. Eat shit. You are not getting Tron next turn. Alright. Okay, well, Collector Oath was actually, like, a good one there. Matter Reshaper is irrelevant. Well, it's not irrelevant, it's like a little bit of a roadblock, I guess, but let's get another Breeding Pool out of the deck. So right now we are attacking for 6, 10. That is really close. I still think we have to do it. Alright, what do you got? That's not going to do anything. Let's put some to 1. Like, now I don't think there's anything they can do here. Unless they naturally drew Tron this turn and played all his dust, but... Collector Oof just got him. Next time they're going to crack this expedition map in response to Vile for sure. Okay, well, so you're telling me there's a chance. This hand seems fine. I'm going to keep it. We have Lords and a Force if they play Expedition map, so... Mulligans to 5. Oh, yes! This is exactly what we want. Okay, play this. No pass. We just have Lords for days. If we can keep drawing land so that we can eventually double spell, that'll be great. Matter Reshaper? Okay. Well, that was the wrong turn to draw that on, but let's play Mistbinder, and then next turn we can... If we draw another land, we can play Speaker plus Lord. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to block. Please be stuck on lands. No, they just have another Reshaper. No! That was exactly the wrong thing to see them draw. We need Spreading Seas now. There is no other way to beat this if we don't have seas. Now, they have all the mana in the universe. And they have Reality Smasher on top of this? Oh, God. No, I can't do anything about it. We had such a good hand against their 5 cards, but now we're just going to get dunked on by this. If we, like, I don't think we can block this. Like, what? No, we can't. I have to take this. And this turn I have to use Brazen Borrower to bounce this. Or actually, no, I can take Reality Smasher one more time. So I have to double block. I have to block one on each of the other things. I don't know. It's not over yet, but it's close. That's not helpful. Attack with everything. They put us to 1. No, they're not going to. Okay, so that's good. They're scared. So they're going to tick Blast Zone up to 2, and then they can crack it in their turn. Our only hope is to play the 2 Kamena Speakers. And hope that they fuck up. But no, they had Blast Zone on 5 cards, and like that's just going to do it. No, I can't really attack. We're gonna, yeah, we lose, like, we're dead. Okay, well, you know what, that's fine. We lose to Blast Zone. We didn't have Spreading Seas against them, so it is what it is. Wow, this is fucking terrible. Just incredible. Alright. I want to throw my computer out of the window right now. This is one of those days. It made us so hopeful after that second game that maybe there was a chance. But nope, even on 5 cards, our opponent can mulligan into just like having everything they could ever possibly want in their lifetime. And not once can we Spreading Seas. I don't know. That's frustrating for sure. It's fine. Just, you know, throw some more ticks into the abyss. It demands sacrifice sometimes. Let's see if we can at least win this last one. We're on the draw. I guess this hand is very medium. I don't really want this in the draw. This is much better. I'm going to put Silvergill on the bottom. What are we up against? I swear if you play fucking Eldrazi Temple. No, Snow-Covered Forest. Okay, so this is just regular Tron. No, actually, Snow-Covered Forest, this might be the Amulet deck. Well, not even Amulet. This might just be like... we're going to find out based on what they get with the Ancient Stirrings. But I think either way, having the Lords is more important than the Silvergill Adept. And I don't think that first hand was going to do anything, so... Yeah, okay, this does look like Amulet Titan. More ramp decks. So, like, what? Did we play, like, what was it? Fucking 3 or 4 ramp decks today? Something like that. That's insane. Alright, come on. You can't do anything else this turn, so unless you're going to cast Summoner's Pact and just hand me this game, give me my turn back. Sanctum isn't particularly what I want to see, but it's fine. Ancient Stirrings, okay. This actually could be the black-green version of this deck. Now they have Amulet of Vigor, okay, so you can play Amulet and do stupid nonsense next turn. We don't have any way to stop them. Another basic forest, that's interesting. I guess it doesn't matter if they have Dryad, so... So here's a good question. Do I want to play a Lord, or do I want to play Brazen Borrower? I don't think bouncing this amulet really does very much right now. What if they play like Azusa, though? That could be problematic. I think I just need to play Lords at the moment. Alright, pass. This doesn't really seem promising. They have Amulet, they have at least one bounce land, so I assume if they can play it, get like Azusa in play, and probably also play something like Dryad. But I don't know. I think they only have like 5 mana available this turn. I don't know. But we'll see how this goes. Let's make Growth Chamber. Okay, so I still know about this. Okay, well, what are you going to play here? Summoner's Pact. Okay, yeah, I can't counter that. And they have 2 green mana no matter what, so... I guess there's some chance that, like, maybe we can play Spreading Seas. No, they have 2 basic forests to play. That's... Damn, we're not going to be able to seize them out. Damn it. So they're going to have 6 mana next turn. So what are the options here? I think we need to use the Trickster, but might want to bounce Azusa. Because it seems extreme. Well, no, they can't play. They probably can't play Titan next turn because they have to pay 4 mana for Summoner's Pact. So, unless they have another bounce land in their hand, in which case, if we Brazen Borrower this thing back, then there's definitely no Titan next turn. Okay, so let's attack. Like, there's no chance they're gonna block. So I guess, does it matter to bounce it now? I'll do it on the upkeep once they pay for their Summoner's Pact. Let's let them make a decision on this first. Yeah, they can replay that, but they at least can't play the Titan this turn. Okay. I mean, I guess that's as much as we could realistically hope for. Alright. That might help, actually. My intention was to play a Lord this turn, but hardcasting Force of Negation might actually be better, and then leaving Trickster up. Alright. If they try to go for another Summoner's Pact, at least we can force it now. We're not obviously giving anything away because we do have Borrower that we're still threatening to flash in, so just passing with mana up isn't telling them anything. Okay. No, I don't want to do that, because I may want to cast stuff at the end of turn. Comes the Titan. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Two triggers. Well, I'm hoping that they go for the thing that gives it haste, because then I can just tap it with the Trickster. Radiant Fountain and Field of the Dead. That seems like that's probably correct. They must be worried about dying here, which actually makes sense. They're pretty far away from Field of the Dead, though. They only have 1, 2, 3... They only have 4 different names right now. That's 5. I still have the Growth Chamber, which is 6. Wait, how do they have... Oh, because they have Forest and Snow-Covered Forest. Okay. That makes sense. So I guess we're kind of relying on Brazen Borrower to help us a little bit. Yeah, well... Field of the Dead has hit the table, and now things are going to fuck. I think there's still hope if we draw Spreading Seas. They can't really attack with anything, so it's not a big deal. 2 cards left in hand. Did I not say always no to this before? That's not Spreading Seas, so yeah, that's the thing. I guess we're just attacking with Brazen Borrower, and then we're going to use this Trickster to keep Titan from putting more lands in play. I mean, we really need... Okay. They bounce the Growth Chamber back. Yeah, that makes sense. So Spreading Seas is not even really going to do it. I think we're just relying on this Brazen Borrower to carry us to victory. Yeah, their attacks are still not good, but... yeah, this seems like something that we need to force. They could just have Veil of Summer and we die. Okay, sure. You have a lot of mana to pay for next turn, though. You have to pay for 9? I guess they can afford it, they have Titan. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I guess they can afford it if they tap out for everything. Yeah, this just seems hopeless. We're just staring sadly at a board state that we can't beat. Yeah, like that's irrelevant. The important thing is that we know what the last card in their hand is. It's that stupid Golgari Rot Farm, so we can't even Spreading Seas anything right now. The fact that we can't seize them is really what matters most here. Like, we don't have any draw that beats the Sakura Tribe Scout from just... Right. Or do they still have, or is it this one? Do they have... No, they have, I'm sorry, they have another Simic Growth Chamber in hand. Yeah. Now they have no cards in hand. They just put it back in hand, so... They're just replaying it with Azusa, and they're going to keep the Tribe Scout up just so that if we try to see something, they can just bounce it. Oh my god, how many times are you going to do this? I mean, if that wasn't the last card, then maybe, but we're dead. We lose. It's frustrating. This is not a... Yeah, this is not particularly good. I think we want Chalice. They are playing Pact of Negation in their main deck, so we definitely... Yeah, actually, I don't know if we want Collector Oath. We didn't see them play any artifact nonsense. They might have some stuff, but we want Ashiok, really. I actually don't think Spreading Seas is very good against them anyway. What is... Let me take out Silvergill Adept, I guess. I think 3 forces is fine. Okay, we'll just do it like this and pray. This is not looking good for our dear heroes. We've just gone up against like all of the big mana decks, and yeah, I don't know. It's 2 Eldrazi Tron, like the Amulet deck and the red-green ramp deck, like insane. Yeah, I guess I want to play first. I mean, I guess this hand sort of is okay, but not really. We're going to play the Mutavault first. Like, the Dismember on Azusa might help us slow them down a little bit. It's not great, for sure. Pass. I don't have anything on turn 1. That's probably good news. Let's get a basic island. We'll keep Grove up. Actually, you know what? In turn 3, we might want to just... I think we still attack with Mutavault. We need to get the damage in more than playing the second Lord. This is really close. Oof. Okay, so we're definitely playing Lord of Atlantis now. So I think, yeah, this definitely leans me in this direction of attacking. Their start seems pretty slow. We can vial in this Lord, attack with Mutavault, and still keep up Dismember. What are they doing? Just play Azusa, or no, Dryad. That's not going to do anything. If it's ever a problem, we can just kill it. Just 4 mana. I have to bounce 1, though. It just gave us Island Walk, so that's nice. So I guess, do I kill it now, or do I think I might. I think I dismember it here. No, I should have dismembered it on my turn because they might have Pact of Negation. And if they did, then they wouldn't be able to pay for it in this turn. So that could have been a mistake. No, that definitely was a mistake. I should not have passed to them. I should have made... If they had Pact, I needed to make them use it on my turn. But I don't think they can get there from here. 4 life is just not enough to work with. They can get Primeval Titan out, but I don't think that's going to do anything. Or can they? They need 4 mana for... Yeah, they can play a land and then activate this for 6. And play Primeval Titan, but they're going to put 2 lands and play tap. That's not going to do anything. Yeah, okay. Well, we stole game 2. The Dryad did not help them at all. Their hand was incredibly slow, so we had a pretty quick clock, and their hand was not very fast, so... Okay, come on, I would just like to win this one, so we can get at least, like, 50 points back. That would be nice. Just this one. I'm not going to change anything here, though. I mean, we're on the draw, so it's, like, a little bit worse, but... What are you going to do? You know what? It kind of bothers me that the mana symbols for Lord of Atlantis are not lined up with, like, the rest of these. So I think it's because these are, like, the old frame, and these are all in the new frame. Maybe I should just try to exchange my lords and get, like, a black border set for online play. I didn't think that was ever going to bother me, but you know what, it kind of does. And it inadvertently makes it easier for both me and my opponent to know which one of these is which, so I don't think that matters a whole lot. This hand seems fine, actually. We can go Vile, and then try to get this Ashiok out quickly. If they have another slow start like they did last time, this will be pretty good. I was hoping they don't lead off with, like, Amulet. Radiant Fountain, okay, that means they probably... Nothing, okay. This is fine. You know what, maybe I should have led on Mutavault, because I might have wanted to attack with that on turn 2. I don't know. If I draw, like, another Lord or something, though, then I'm not going to be able to play it if I play Mutavault, so it's possible that this is fine the way it is. But I don't think I'm going to play Trickster, though. I think I want to leave Trickster up because I want to be able to Vile in Trickster to protect Ashiok from getting attacked. So they don't have Amulet, right? Okay. Really want to draw a Lord this turn. That's sort of okay. Because now this lets me freely deploy the Trickster and still have protection up for Ashiok. No, it lets me bounce something with Borrower this turn in order to protect Ashiok, so... If they play Azusa, that's actually fine. Because I can bounce that in response to something. They're not going to have, like, turn 3 Titan. They will give us time to get Ashiok online before they can do that. Well, they don't even have Amulet, so I don't know what their plan is. So blue-green, what do you got for blue-green? Surely nothing I should be concerned about. Well, I could play the Dryad, but I still probably bounce it anyway. Okay, I'm not worried about that. Their hand seems kind of vulnerable. What are they doing? This just seems awful. They had to have just drawn this, right? They didn't do this last turn. No, they played this last turn, so I guess this is the first turn they could have played this. It just seems so weird. Okay. Step. I guess we just bounce this thing. It seems like it's going to slow them down. That's a pretty good draw this turn. Now we want to play Mutavault here. Nope. Cancel. Let's attack first. Do I get in the extra damage here? I think that this is probably a good turn to do this. So they can't attack Ashiok. I'm wondering if maybe they have Dismember in hand. Looks like it. I might Dismember Master the Pearl Trident. Ooh, they're going to Dismember that. That's actually fine. This hopefully is going to slow them down a fair bit. I can't search for anything with Titan while this is in play. Can't even Summoner's Pact. Okay. They don't have an amulet, so maybe the best thing they could have is Azusa, probably. Ancient Stirrings. You're going to find another land, I assume? Gemstone Mine, okay. There's definitely an argument for attacking with Mutavault this turn, because their blocks for them don't look terribly great. I really want to draw more 2-drops, though. 2-drops would be ideal. No. That's not the worst. So I guess the question here is, do I want to play Chalice on 0, or do I want to play it on 1? I don't think playing it on 1 actually turns off Amulet, so there might be some value to doing that. Turns off Ancient Stirrings and Secure Tribe Scout. Like, Amulet, I think, is the big thing. If we can turn that off, then we might be able to, like... I think that I'm willing to do this. Because I don't have a good way to go after Ashiok. So as long as we can protect Ashiok, we don't have to worry about Summoner's Pact anyway. This, again, hopefully slows them down a little bit. I'm at the point where I might want to consider playing Trickster just to attack, though. Because we might need the damage in order to erase whatever plan they're going to come up with. I've only got 4 mana right now. It's possible if they play, like, you know, the Gemstone Mine and, like, a basic land, they could play a Titan. So, but the Titan can't search for anything, so... Engineered Explosives on 2. Okay. I mean, that's... all that kills off is the Master of the Pearl Trident. That's not really that good. There were a lot of numbers... well, I guess they could have put it on 0, right? Killed off the Chalice, but... so I guess this might be a turn where if we draw a land, that's fine, because we can attack with Mutavault and play Borrower. It still lets us rebuild even if they crack the explosives. We're probably tempted to kill off this Lord right now. That's interesting. What are you putting into play? Solaria West, okay. Ouch. That hurts. Well, at least the Hasty Titan's still not going to hit us. And yeah. We can get Field of the Dead here. Beast Within was not a card I was really prepared for in here. Engineered Explosives on 2 and Beast... like, they had EE and Beast Within, so I guess they had several options for trying to deal with our stuff, but... it's hard to... like, we don't know if, like, Amulet is a factor for them right now. That's what's tough. Alright, so they're going to get 2 Zambambos. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they replayed that, so... So what do we do here? They're at 4 minutes. If I deploy all of this nonsense, I don't know, it's tough. We might not be able to kill them. If I play Trickster and tap this down and play Master the Pearl Trident, does that give us enough to win if we top deck Spreading Seas? I think so, because this would be 6, this would be 4, 10, so it's a shot in the dark. So do we want to prolong this game? They have 2 cards in hand, so we're prolonging the game versus trying to just win right now. So if I just play 1 Lord, that's not going to do it if I draw Seas. But then it also opens us up to Titan potentially killing us. However, they also have the engineered explosives, and so like at some point we're going to die anyway. I think I'm going to take my chances here. Maybe there's some reality in which, we can cross the finish line with Brazen Borrower. Alright, let's see. Come on. How good at Magic are we? That's not really good at Magic. So, let's see. They have 3 blockers here. I think I just attack with all of these. Yeah, it's not good. So their turn is probably going to be spent attacking with Titan and paying for this and blowing up our 2 drops. They're at 3 minutes. Like, it's possible if we can drag this game out just long enough, we might be able to do something, but it doesn't seem terribly likely. Just going to continue to get more tokens. Yeah, that's terrible. I think we had exactly 1 chance to try to win there, and we didn't get there, so... Yep. He still has 2 mana to crack this explosives at any time. This is an unfortunate end of this league. I think they're probably going to be able to kill us before the clock runs out. We've certainly got to hurry, though. Maybe this... Oh, fuck, that's right. Chalice of the Void is a thing. I think here they're just cracking this anyway, so attacking with these doesn't really matter. They're 12. We have 10, so we can block 2 of them, so that's still 4. So that's 8. That's exactly lethal. You know what? I'm gonna let them do it because fuck it. Like we can't block enough to not die anyway. So okay. All right, we lose. He just gets Valakut and kills us. Well, that's unfortunate. This was like one of the worst leagues that we've had on this channel so far, and it was just like 4 big mana decks and Infect. Look at what Modern is like becoming. It's like either you are going ridiculously over the top, or you have to play a deck like Infect to try to go ridiculously underneath it. Like, I guess that's just what happens when you just jam stuff like Field of the Dead into here, because it just, or it's stuff, even like Blaststone, like, okay, well, let's just reward all the decks for playing lands that, you know, go really big and do a bunch of nonsense, so I don't know, like, we didn't see, like, any graveyard decks at all, which is unfortunate, because, you know, the Relics didn't do anything. I don't think Master Ways really did anything. This seemed kind of useless here, and, like, Spreading Seas is just not really good against, like, the Amulet decks, and against the Eldrazi Tron decks, it's okay. It doesn't really do a whole lot there. I don't know, like, I don't really know what the correct answer is to this, but, like, this just seems so bad when we're fighting against those decks. Like, we're not as fast as a deck like Infect, and we don't go like big enough in order to like beat like Amulet consistently. Like, it really comes down to if we can stick a hate card and they don't have an answer for it. So yeah, I don't know. This was terrible. I did not have fun playing today, but I hope maybe you guys had fun watching it. I mean, like I said many times before, we upload failures in this channel just as much as we upload success. So there is no hiding it. We just accept it and move on with our lives and then do something else. So, all right, well, that's all I got for today. Take it easy.